What's going on, folk? Thick Daddy in the house, feel me? In this video, we're gonna work on a Civic. Gotta do a little spruce on that thing. Gotta do a little work on my truck. And most of all, most important of anything else, going to do a little bit of work on the 240, the 180SX conversion, right-hand drive 240, whatever you wanna call it. So, if you already know, then let's check out the intro. Feel me?
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Life is like a motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up with some lean. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch plane. Yeah, rats come.
Wu-Tang nigga, that's what's up. One. Wu-Tang nigga, that's what's up. Huh.
That's what's up.
Wu-Tang nigga, that's what's up. Wu-Tang nigga, that's what's up. Yeah. Wu-Tang nigga, crash your crew, laugh at you, you bastard you. Pass through, slap a ass or two, hear me roar. Timberland tree, weed galore, MCs with gusto, y'all ain't never seen before. El Producto, pass that, you puff too slow. That's what's up, yo, the kid with the buck too flow. Oh, that's Meth Man, Southpaw, I throw my left hand to that hardcore shit that even make the tech jam. Oh my goodness, trust me, ain't nothing like some hood shit. Gotta love my dogs, but ain't nothing like a good bitch. Strictly, if I'm going down, she coming with me. Whole time screaming, oh my God, ain't no mystery. Y'all been wrong about them killer bees on the swarm. Y'all been wrong. You either step or get stepped upon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but fake thugs never last long. Can't wait until your fake ass gone. Y'all been wrong about them killer bees on the swarm. Y'all been wrong. You either step or get stepped upon, nigga. I think they're playing our song. Lit blunts, clan in the front saying the song.
Try to woo, hate, duck, you can suck mine. Watch the block get clear when I buck mine. Boomerang darts, you can't duck mine. No telling which clan man you got struck by. Chains get tucked when we walk by. Hawkeye, owls being fired from crossbow. I talk fly, you can't etch a sketch of my rhyme threat. Try to bite my quote, you catch a throat strap. Soaked in sex, dope, you eat the Kotex. Both flex devil, you crown the ice Olex. Up in the audio, but who you know? John Busy, Ghost, Danny, Roddy, finger in no Julie show. Stainless Bobby, boy, you have an aimless folly. They try to detain this lane that became the party. Special getting people by reef, kids you sleep. I say in this heap of shit, you ain't sleep.
Y'all been wrong about them killer bees on the swarm. Y'all been wrong. You either step or get stepped upon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but fake thugs never last long. Can't wait until your fake ass gone.
Amidst the gravel, lay the worms of the Big Apple. Broadcasting live from the pits of the battle. Wig split and rattle, get shook out your saddle. You ever hear me losing one of y'all fix the panel? Axel, ooh, that's true. Known piranhas, who knows drama? Fathers of your whole persona. The mad doctor, stay locked in the OR. In too deep, beyond reach of the sonar. Still a vet, say my name next to Hall of Fame. Hurting third string players first day in the game. It's on, son, the killer bee swarm come. Make the world shake with one continuous drum.
Y'all been wrong about them killer bees on the swarm. Y'all been wrong. You either step or get stepped upon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but fake thugs never last long. Can't wait until your fake ass gone.
Wave your gun, killer,
I got you.
shoot this nigga in his face fast, mumbling.
I heard y'all forgot war.
Wear your crown black down,
Watch the block too.
blow at y'all niggas.
Blowing at the cops
Yo,
too.
my wallet stay bulletproof. Racing in coops, yeah, we the realest. Ultraviolet levers on peeling this. Love looking the illest. Gorilla things. Monster background with a history of pumping crack. Gap clowns, we all real in here. Strap a bomb on a family member. Let y'all niggas know we here. Blast it. It's like Sheba when I splashed it. Real reefer heads that know the meaning of hidden glasses. Tall jars against shards. Genzus avenge guards. Picture me stabbing you in the yard for ours. Kids saw statin. 9 to hell and laws on colorful drawers. Looking all relaxed.
Y'all been wrong about them killer bees on the swarm. Y'all been wrong. You either step or get stepped upon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but fake thugs never last long. Can't wait until your fake ass gone. Y'all been wrong about them killer bees on the swarm. Y'all been wrong. You either step or get stepped upon, nigga. I think they're playing our song. Lit blunts, clan in the front saying it's on.
I'm not fighting for my own life. Just let my child be born. Then I don't mind dying.
That's great. Kill her and his child. Now, G, go ahead.
Hold up and analyze.
Come on, get some. Listen close as I prove my point. We do our thing, son.
Hold up and analyze.
Come on, get some. Listen close as I prove my point. Ready to make an entrance, so crack on up.
No comparison, we more solid than they are. Me and Hit Boy, they say we like the new Gangstar. Me and Flacco, they say we the new wave guards. Shout to Max B, he could be home any day, God.
Wake up out the bed, scruffy sparking my J. Shine my nickel plated, then I'm starting my day. My old lady called me baby, told apart in my age. 12 shells in the gauge, like a carton of eggs. We on home like every carbon, chromosomes on my conscience. Here's some niggas talking nonsense, call them nasty Nostradamus. Rock the pearls and diamonds, break your promise, break your wildest, break a heart and break a pocket. Take your notes like guidance counselor. Aristocrats like the chancellor, the answer to the panhandlers. The corners with the mans is up, the jig is up, the scams is up. Yeah, they hands is up, looking in the crowd, yeah. Trying to fuck the world, but my pants still uninvested. To all my G's before we rest in peace, cause be sure to rest in peace. The rest is set, the record set as soon as I release. The rumors be up on the streets with no security. They know a nigga overseas. Kinda swag that's passed from your mom and dad. Prada bags and we cheesing on them Calvin ads. Mighty peep the billboards 50 feet when out in traffic. Staring at a nigga picture shit, you bound to crash.
No comparison, we more solid than they are. Me and Hit Boy, they say we like the new Gangstar. Me and Flacco, they say we the new wave guards. Shout to Max B, he could be home any day, God.
Hold up and analyze.
ASAP Mob got mass appeal.
Come on, get some. Call them nasty niggas hit the lick like.
Wake up out the bed, wrap my do-rag up. Say a prayer, I'm thanking God that Mom Dukes had us. Monotone style like Guru on Supremo cuts. Crew-neck by McQueen go nuts. Jewels over my white hoodie like Juvie and 9-8. It's movies that I make, Peruvian white flake. It taught the community at a high rate. Adversity I face, I roll my own gas to make sure that it's not laced. Damn, I used to hit the block hoping they see me. Watching video music box, sitting close to the TV. I was inspired by Houdini and Cool G. Got my first pair of J's, thought I was 2-3. Invest in all my G's before we rest in peace, cause we sure to rest in peace. My shorty is a piece of mind, a dime piece. I might buy you a piece of property. You might have had some joints, but ain't nothing like me and Rocky seen. No comparison, we more solid than they are. Me and Hit Boy, they say we like the new Gangstar. Me and Flacco, they say we the new wave guards. Shout to Max B, he could be home any day, God.
Come on, get some.
ASAP Mob got mass appeal.
We do our thing, son. Listen close as I prove my point.
Tell hit, we gotta hit, hey, hey. Tell hit, we gotta hit, Call the nasty niggas hit the lick like.
Do it to us perfect. Derek better have them shots pulled up, man. This year I mean all business, authentic. Real verse fake, it's easy to fall victim. Flowing, keep it outgoing like a call center. That's why when I see food, I be having these raw dinners. Wait, no jitter, look my nigga, I'm getting used to it. Tough skin, so I'm putting the tattoos to it. Loose skin, so I'm known for spitting the true fluid. I'm still moving, but I ain't stopping till my crew moving like a tow truck. Smoking dope with the door shut. I told the homies that my concentration back. I'm Floyd made with a combination attack. They can't hit me, I got them dizzy, I'm definitely intact. Hey, ring the alarm, I'm like CP4. Passionate on the cold, but I'm building with a State Farm. My day ones like to kick it like Draymond. No high kicks, but we as high as it gets. Let's go.
Old school coming down on the air. A hands on me, wanna touch, no tag. Counting up like I'm doing the dash. Still moving on the way to a bag. Old school coming down on the air. A hands on me, wanna touch, no tag.
No tag.
Counting up like I'm doing the dash.
Count it up.
Still moving on the way to a bag.
Hustled out of pocket, turned it into the profit. So many tried to block it, but I did it regardless. Either you with us or you part of the problem. I know they want me back down on the bottom, I got them. It's all part of my process. How you get the Rolex and he ain't even
All right, before I get into it, normally I don't do this, but I want to see what happens. Do me a favor, push the like button on the video. You don't got to comment, got to do nothing else. Whether you like the video or not, for real, just push the like button on that shit. I just want to see what happens to the video, because, you know, all them YouTubers and all the shit out there be talking about some, oh, you know, oh, the video go further and all that shit. I just want to see, because personally, I don't really believe it, but let them prove me wrong. Hit the like button. Let me find out what's happening. So anyways, let's get into the video for real. You feel me? You seen the video. I did some control arms. I got them over here. I pulled out these really badass billet, what are they called? MPC control arms. And they are drop control arms, and the reason for that is that big kick that's right here. Normally the control arms just go pretty much straight, and this kick is very, very slight. But this one, the kick is up, which is nice because this takes the... Let me go to the Civic real quick. So the Civics have rear trailing arms. And essentially what it does is that kick pushes the trailing arm up while keeping the arm more level on a field, on a better plane, which I kind of think is a little bit weird. It's considered a drop control arm working like that, because if the control arm's pushed up, then it's pushed up. So I don't exactly know how that works. I'm not as familiar with control arms, trailing arms as I am control arms like a Nissan would have, like a 240 or like a rear-wheel drive car would have, you know what I'm saying? Independent suspension rear car. So it's kind of weird how that is. So, you know, whatever. I have something in mind for those control arms later. We'll see if it plays through, but not yet, you know what I'm saying? Right now, my goal is to take them off the other Civic, because that Civic, I'm trying to get the parts I want off of it to get it for sale. I'm trying to get more parts for this car, etc., etc. There's a whole list of things I'm trying to do to the Civic here, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm working on some other shit in the background. We'll see what happens with that, you know, whatever. Anyways, you see me spruce up the front lip, you know what I'm saying? Get a little silver joint, you know what I'm saying? Trying to give the car a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just to see kind of how it goes. It's funny because originally with this lip, I actually thought it fit really well, which in general, it doesn't fit bad, but I thought it fit better than it actually does. But yeah, so long story short, it doesn't fit as good as I thought because it was black. You couldn't really notice like the funny gaps, like little weird shit, but overall, it looks pretty good. Changes the vibe of the car a little bit. I think that in general, the car has more of the look that I'm starting to look for in, you know, that I'm kind of going for, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of tight. And you see me use trash bags to mask off the car and shoot this. I have masking paper that is automotive, you know what I'm saying? The problem is, since moving, I don't know where it is. I thought I knew where it was, and I didn't. So I had to compromise and use trash bags, and I didn't want to use trash bags because they don't work that great. I mean, it worked, you know what I'm saying, in general, but like, I did not want to use trash bags, you know what I'm saying? I had some good paper that like I can just toss on there, easy to use, cheap, you know what I'm saying? Like, using it for a very, very long time. But like I said, ever since I moved everything into my shipping container, I can't find anything. Like, I don't know where anything is. And until my shop gets built, I won't be able to reorganize the container and the shop and make like everything flow and work together. So there's a lot of things that I'm missing. So like a lot of my paint stuff and like my tape and like all my shit, like I'm using blue masking tape instead of my automotive tape and just like things like that. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. So like, unfortunately, because of that too, I also had planned originally to do the cowl and the wipers all in SCM trim black, so that way it's nice, clean, and fresh and looking really good. And then also later on I was going to pull these off and do these, but I think I'm going to just buy these new because they're not supposed to be chrome. They are supposed to be black also, if you look. So that kind of sucks. So it's another thing, like I was trying to do like a little spruce up job on the car and like touch up a couple spots here and there, you know what I'm saying, whatever, but you know, it's going to have to wait for another time, you know what I mean? So that kind of sucks. Now, another thing that kind of sucks too is my yellow ass third brake light. That thing. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm trying to get rid of it because it's yellow, but also trying to get rid of it because when it rains, there's water inside of it. and I'm worried that the water inside of it is just getting inside of my truck, which is probably exactly what's happening. Florida rains a lot. I don't want it to rust the inside of my truck, you know what I'm saying? So I bought a light for like, I think it's 16 bucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, should have known better than to buy it, and it didn't fit and seal anything. Like, so I'm just like kind of disappointed with that. I mean, if it just went in the hole and like a few months later it turned yellow, it wouldn't be so bad, but that is not what happened. Like, it just didn't even fit at all, you know what I mean? Can't really say I'm surprised, you know what I mean? For 16 bucks, 18 bucks, whatever I paid for it, I didn't pay much for it at all, you know what I mean? So with all that, that's okay, because we're going to the more important part. Damn, dog, the 240, dog, you know what I'm talking about? So you seen in one of the videos, I originally put the hood on and tried to square the hood up. And I squared the hood originally using those guys right there, here. But then I realized those were actually loose, and it didn't make sense why the hood wouldn't line up no matter how much I kept adjusting it. So then I got rid of those and I used the chassis to align the hood. Now, I had this big debacle because I got fenders, and I have the correct fender on one side and the incorrect fender on the other side. Found some fenders local, picked them up instead. It's the fenders I wanted anyways. Well, I've been dealing with the company that I bought the fenders from, and that's kind of where that went. So I'm still waiting to deal with that kind of shit. But long story short, got the fenders I needed, put them on the car, as you saw me doing, like, you know, all the modifications, all the shit. And what sucks is with fiberglass, sometimes it works out easy, sometimes it doesn't. For example, this side, I just drilled 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, and it pretty much lined up and went on, even though this fiberglass edge here is very, hold on, little baby, let me put you up here, hold on now, let me put you up here, look. This fiberglass edge is very up like this. It's not flat like it should be, so that makes it difficult to deal with. And then putting it on, I kept rubbing the hood. So if you look, hold on, come on, if you look real close right here, you see she be rubbing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Now that's how you get the gap much tighter, is by doing that kind of shit. And then of course, when I was drilling out the hole, I accidentally nicked the edge of the fender here, which I can fix, not a big deal. It still sucks to kind of do. The next issue is you have, once you kind of line up this gap, is how it starts to fit over here. The hood rubs the fender a little bit in this area. Man, my focus is crazy on this thing. But yeah, the fender kind of rubs the hood in this area, so I gotta do a little bit of light clearancing in this here. Got a little marker here. Good lord. I got some markers going on right here, so that way I can like know for later on like where I need to clearance and shit. And then the other part is this gap here. For the most part, it's pretty even, pretty much the same, slightly more on top than is the bottom, but the fender itself is like, does this, you know what I mean? It's to be expected with fiberglass, you know what I mean? But most of all, the bottom, a little bit large, if this thing would actually focus. The bottom's a little bit large, but it's okay. I'm gonna plan on massaging that a little bit later, and that may not even matter until I actually put the side skirt on. So we'll see kind of like how that ends up once I throw this side skirt back on. This fender, you see me do this, I think I'd fast forward, I think I did it. This one ended up becoming way more troublesome simply because I had to shim the holes by drilling it out more, because I, you know, whatever. Kind of got to fix that a little bit again. This side ended up rubbing into the paint quite a lot in the whole corner here, so I had to shave down this section with a file quite a lot just to get it to like fit up here, you know what I'm saying, pull back, because like the gap was super tight on the bottom, but then it wasn't tight up top. The top had a huge gap, the bottom had a small gap. So like to fit the fender here, move it there, like I had to keep like rocking the fender back and forth, where the other fender pretty much just went on. It is huge pain in my ass, you know what I mean? And I mean, they're on there, they look sick, I ain't mad about shit. Let's see, let me close this hood back up. Let me just show you the gaps now that I mentioned them. It's of course if the camera decides to play ball, but now the gaps pretty much make sense. It gets a little tight in that zone there. Same thing with this side, gap pretty much makes sense, slightly big. Now the fucked up part is, I'm gonna point it out because I'm on as well. When you buy fiberglass stuff, especially like this, no matter what, you're gonna get some funny fitting shit. So when we come down like this, you'll see my hood is very up, or more flush here, but right here it's just up. You know what I mean? So in order to make these the same, to do it properly, essentially I'd have to take the fender and the hood, line them and figure them out where I want them to be. Then I'd have to basically bondo them together and then cut a line in it and then blend them together and then shape everything afterwards. I am definitely not going to do that because most likely this fender is going to get damaged, that fender is going to get damaged. I'm going to put some hot boy wheels on this car. It's going to get drifted. I got to do so much, you know what I mean? And then not to mention, I just realized also I'm going to have to end up buying some tension arms so I can pull the caster more forward because the wheel is too far back. So the 240's got a lot of little things that need to be done, you know what I'm saying? But for now, I figured the hood's on, the fenders are pretty much on, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really need to remove them again. I'm going to do the side skirts probably next week. We'll see how that kind of goes. I'm expecting some parts to come in for this thing, so I kind of want to probably end up putting those parts on the car first, then finishing up the body. So I'm actually really excited. I really hope they actually come in, because if they do, then like the car will have big injectors, tuned computer, and like cool shit. And then like, I want to say the car's gonna rip, but I gotta like turn the boost up in the car, connect a couple things, plug in the boost gauge back in. Hopefully it still works. I mean, it's probably a boost gauge from 1998, to be honest with you, an old Blitz gauge, but hopefully it still works. As long as it reads 1 bar, that's all I needed to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, this thing here is she's coming along. Those are 19s, those aren't staying. We're gonna be 18s. It's weird because it looks like a 17 and 18 stagger, but it's actually an 18-19 stagger. So I'm doing my little trick right here too. This is my wood pinch in the tire, pushing the bumper trick, because this whole end is very pushed outwards. So I'm hoping by doing this, it'll kind of force the fiberglass to start massaging itself back in a little bit. I don't have my hopes up on that. But yeah, started trying to fit the front bumper a little bit too. But the problem with that ends up being is as soon as I started to get the top going, which is maxed out here, I still have an issue with my clearances on the sides here. So like, I'm gonna have to shave this down, and then also there's a good chance that I'm probably gonna have to end up cutting this edge like this, which is not exactly what I want to do, because part of the cool thing about this bumper is this piece here sticks out, which will kind of line me up with the fender going here. But this is not allowing me to push the bumper up. The bumper is touching here, and as you can see, I got a massive gap over here. So most likely I'm gonna have to trim like this line, or like I'll measure this, try to measure this distance. I'll probably just trim this line here for the starters, and then just like put it on there, see if this will come up, you know what I'm saying? I plan on doing some like little funny trick type shit in the front end, because I'm gonna have hot boy wheels, big angle. It's asking a lot of this front end, so I need the car to look as good as I can possibly get it without going absolutely overboard and making everything work, you know what I mean? So this car's gonna stay fiberglass for a hot little minute here. I'm gonna probably buy some primer pretty soon, kind of start the whole process, you know what I mean? So it needs fit, it needs finish, it needs body work, it needs this, it needs that. I mean, she's in the process. So honestly, I'm kind of more excited about working on my 240 than my R32 right now, only because my R32 still needs thousands and thousands of dollars, where the 240 doesn't even need that kind of money in it, you know what I mean? So I think the 240 is going to be next in the chopping block. The Civic's doing pretty good. I keep buying parts for that car because I mean, I really enjoy that car a lot, and it's a lot cheaper to buy parts for that than anything else. So like, I don't know, but the 240 is definitely on my chopping block right now, because I want to just like keep throwing parts, keep getting more shit for it. I feel like it's not close, but like this car is a lot closer than like anything else, like on a major project wise. So yeah, I'm like super excited. Like I want this car back. I mean, I can't say I want this car back. Like I want my old right-hand drive S13 back. So I have to build this to get you know, what I want out of that car that I don't have into this car, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna do this car different, wild. It's still gonna be sick, it's still gonna be tight. What color am I gonna pick? That's for you to decide, you know what I'm saying, little babe? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're feeling it, but you should feel it because that car is tight. Like I said before, trying to go out of state this year, drifting, and if everything happens to line up and work well, maybe I'll be taking that. So we'll see. And I think that'd be actually pretty sick. I do have the R35 drift car, and I do want to take that car too, because I mean, that car is ready to rock. That car is easily ready to rock because that car just needs tires, you know what I'm saying? Maintenance and tires for that things. But that car is tight, you know what I mean? I would say the R35 is not tight, they're just different levels of cool, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, see a little bit of work done. I kind of kicked it this weekend more than worked because, to be honest, I get kind of burnt out working so many hours at work, my job, and then coming home, and throughout the week I'm editing the video, which is what you're watching now, and then, you know, during the weekends I'm spending all the time working on shit, you know what I mean? So I kind of get burnt out just constantly working and going, but like, you know, still got to keep pushing on because, man, there's a lot of shit to do and a lot of things I want to keep on doing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video again for like the 5th time. So if you did, tight. If not, whatever. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully you stay to the end of all my videos, because at the end of each video always has something in it, you know what I mean? Only those that watch the videos will know. So go ahead, do me a favor. In the beginning of the video, I asked if you do a thumbs up. I would much appreciate it because I want to see what happens to this video, if it goes better, if it doesn't go better, you know, whatever the case may be. So holler at your boy, and remember, motherfuckers, stay sucker free. Feel me?